Lights, camera, action. This is my home office where I feel at my most creative. And my first instinct was to clean up in here, but that wouldn't be authentic. Yeah, I didn't want to clean because that wouldn't be authentic. But also, I kind of thrive in chaos. I like a cluttered desk. I like having multiple things open at a time, different projects going, lots of spinning plates. Just how my mind works. It's very ADD, very just organized chaos. Where do we start? I've got tons of film posters and things that need to be framed, tons of DVDs, books, lots of notepads, and some unfinished scripts and storyboards there. Stationery. I love stationery. Always have. You take me to Home Depot, not Home Depot. You take me to Office Depot, or is it Office Max now? Any office store section, I am thriving. Some DVDs and stuff, some inspiration. I'm always trying to surround myself with things that remind me of my childhood or things that I really enjoy. Philip K. Dick, movie stuff here, Aliens, Predators, Gremlins, all that kind of stuff. Some Voorhees. I'm actually not even the biggest Friday the 13th fan. I'm more of a Freddy guy, but there's a severe lack of Freddy representation in this room. I like filming videos over here against this backdrop. I love collecting typewriters. I think I have 7 or 8 or so now. This is actually a new one here underneath some vintage books and antiques, whatever. But yeah, just different toys. I recently started collecting toys and props and things. I have a few videos about that guy. But yeah, this is just a room where I feel my most creative. I can come in here whenever I'm, ready to write and film and edit. I'm a huge fan of sticky notes. I have so many ideas constantly that, it's just sticky note city over here. This is my home office. I think we might be filming that one right now. I love a good daily planner. This company, Brass Monkey, is the best. Shout out. This is actually the original Doom poster from Windows 95. It came in the floppy disk, packaging. So that's why it's a big square shape, all the folds on there. So yeah, that's probably the oldest thing in the room that from my life. Anywho, yeah, big fan of sticky notes. This might sound silly, but this jacket here, this is my writing jacket. I like to put this on when I'm writing. It's not really part of a process. I don't do it all the time, but most of the time. It's just very comfortable. I feel like it looks like um, the jacket of a writer. And it is in the obnoxious yellow color that I absolutely love. I'm just kind of obsessed with this color, yellow. There's another beanie right there. Anyway, this is probably my favorite piece of inspiration here. If you can't stop thinking about it, don't stop working on it. And this is a good reminder because I have so many things that I'm constantly thinking about or working on in between. It's hard for me to sit down and focus on one thing. So again, sticky notes, write the idea down for later, and then, kind of whatever I can't stop thinking about, that's the thing I'll try to tackle first, and that's the thing that I feel that pulls me the strongest. So anyway, yeah, I think I think cultivating a space where you can just exist and just be able to get in the right mindset to create is important. And I think, as messy and disorganized as this room appears, everything is in its right place for me. I think it's a combination of surrounding myself with things from my childhood to feel comfortable and to feel creative, have that childlike whimsy, as the kids say. But I think it's also, these are the things that I want to aspire to create. I love the alien stuff. I love zombies. I love horror. I love 90s action. And those are the kind of things I typically write or lean towards. Kind of everything in this room kind of acts as a piece of inspiration. And yeah, let's do a quick tour with the GoPro. That's an old tour poster from my band. DVDs, VHS. Actually, you know what? Let's put up a classic here. Go back to the Future hat. This was an article that I wrote for a local horror paper. I know that guy. This is my Beastie Boys mirror here. Check it out. Oh yeah, I've got some autographed stuff here. This is one of my favorite pieces here. This and this are done by the Scheibe brothers in Austin, Texas. This one's Cody, and this is Lance Scheibe. Awesome stuff. Very cool, guys. This is a very special poster to me. This is limited to 100. It's autographed, and this is part of Bloodthirsty Thursdays. So one of our Alamo draft houses used to have a thing called Bloodthirsty Thursdays, ran by a local horror enthusiast, Kelly Warren Hammond. Shout out. And yeah, it was called Bloodthirsty Thursdays. Every third Thursday of the month, they would show Return of the Living Dead, Reanimator, 35 millimeter prints sometimes of the films. And these awesome artists would come in, create these posters. This one's limited to 100 and signed. That's actually what this Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D poster is as well. You can see it's signed and numbered there, limited to 100. And that's just so cool to me. I mean, it's a local artist, but it's also a local, cinematic event. This one's from July 12th, 2012. Anywho, I have no idea what I was expecting this video to be. I don't even know what it is and if it's helpful to anybody. But I'm glad I was able to show you my space where I write, create, consume, indulge, and dream.